What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight I'm going to be shooting with my buddy Andrew. He owns an amazing studio over in Bushwick, Brooklyn called Meadows Studio. We've been shooting film photography for the last 2 years together, and we kind of met because we both shoot on the Mamiya RZ 6.7. The other night that we decided that we'd go out in Williamsburg and do some night photography, and both of us haven't shot night photography in a little while, so we kind of messed up. I assumed that because the back of my film back said 800 in it, that I had CineStill 800. So I underexposed everything when I found out at the end of the roll that it was Portrait 400. So none of the images really came out the way I wanted. And then he has a rangefinder for his Mamiya 7. And the problem with that is you can't tell if the lens cap is on or not. And turns out he kept it on the whole entire time. So when we both got our film developed the other day, we realized that it was just a complete wash. So what I figured I would do is tonight we're going to shoot on CineStill 800 properly, and then I'll probably switch over to Portrait 400 for my second roll. But I wanted to go through some of the shots that I got the other day from the development and how I doctored them, and then tonight when we shoot I'll just show you the final process, and I'll also walk you through getting it developed, scanning it in, and then also, you know, color correcting on my computer. So bear with me. So these are some of the shots that I got the other day. Some are going to be the original scans, which this is the underdeveloped. This is over in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And then the next photo here is how I fixed it. Still didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to turn out, mostly because I think that with the proper exposure I could probably get some really blue skies in that along with the neon. And then also shooting the CineStill 800, I'm really hoping that in these images the neon really turns out, especially with the blue. I haven't really seen that before. I always see it with white and red light. So the next photo I got, this is like a sitting area, and it was just too underexposed, and like there was nothing to save in that picture. Same thing, I found these buildings over by me with this neon. Thought it would be awesome with the CineStill, and this is the doctored version. Kind of turned out kind of cool with this light right here and the reflection, but still wasn't really enough for me. I want the proper exposure and another chance. So we're gonna shoot tonight on my roof. We're gonna take our time. I'll film the whole entire thing, so hopefully you learn from my mistakes and his mistakes, but I'll show you the film afterwards. This is a shot from the water in Williamsburg. I really loved it, but like once again I was shooting it anticipating that it was CineStill 800 and that we would get that beautiful neon at the top of that building. Here's another one. This is the South Williamsburg Ferry. Just underexposed, and there's not much to save in this photo. Another one where it's just like, you know, I was pretty upset when I got all this back. But we'll have another go at it tonight, and hopefully things go smoothly. But this is me trying to fix it. The difference in this is like you would be able to really tell the color in this spire, and then also this greenish blue that you see will be a lot more blue once it's properly exposed. So I'm kind of excited for that. Same thing, I kind of fixed it up a little bit more with a bluish tint, but I don't like to have to do that too much with film. I want it to kind of be the film stock itself, the coloring that it came with. That's kind of why I shoot the film in the first place. Another one where things are kind of out of focus. I did do long exposures on this, so I kind of like the trails of the cars, but just the coloring is not correct for me. Another one, this is just cropped, I believe. Another view from the roof and underexposed. I did fix it a little bit, but still it's like nothing that I would post or nothing that I'm really excited about, so I'll probably not take this shot again. And then this one was pretty nice. I liked the fact that you have the Williamsburg Bridge and the West Side Highway, or the East Side Highway over there. And this is it fixed. I like the long exposures. I'll probably try this again, but one of my biggest mistakes is I only brought the 180 to the roof and the 110. So this time I'm gonna bring my 65mm for this camera. and hopefully things go well. I'll have a lot more options tonight, and I'll do everything properly. So I'm excited to show you what we do. I'm going to do a lot more of these videos, especially with Andrew, since we shoot in the studio and we like to do a lot of photography around the city. So bear with me tonight and enjoy what I have to show you. Other than that, I'll be back with the whole process of basically dropping off the film, scanning it, developing it, and you know, showing you the images after we're done. So hope you enjoy. Getting ready to pick up my buddy Andrew from outside the lobby. Hello, my friend. What's up? I gotta start my YouTube channel. Okay. I did like an intro video, and then I just did a video on basically us and the problems that we had the other night with night photography, and then I'll film all of tonight and then show both like, yeah. Oh, doors are right open. Perfect. So nice. Yeah. We'll set up right here. Yeah. Ah. Wow. Stunning. I'll put my other stuff over here. I'm glad you brought that. That's going to be exciting to see. I'm going to load the proper film this time. That's what I talked about in the video. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot how to load this film. Wait, I loaded this way, right? The back like that?
The black's going around the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both
That's the saddest thing. You just kind of forget everything after a while. I think I want 11. 11, whoa. What does this go up to? Oh, damn. I guess I can only do F5.
What do you have in there? 400?
I have 800.
Oh, okay.
I have the CineStill. You need help with anything?
No, I'm just gonna break this down. I'll flip it to you after.
So you did it already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 2 minutes.
Doing this again. So weird. It's so weird. Mine keeps on making a click before, like it makes a mini click, and then I press a little bit harder and then the shutter releases. Is that weird?
Whatever that T is.
No. Thankfully it's like, no, yeah, it's not on the T. Fuck that T. So I just picked up my film from my buddy Andrew. The other night after we shot on the roof, he decided that he was going to drop off our film. It's pretty convenient. We both go to Color House in the city off of Lafayette. I'm really happy with the scans that I get from them, and we both just get our negatives developed. So I'm going to show you, these are the negatives for the RZ. I'm super happy with what I'm seeing through the film right now, but I'm going to get into my room real quick and scan everything. With the RZ, just because it's a 6x7, you only get 10 shots on 120 film, so try to make every single shot count. So I'm excited to scan these. I'll compare them with the other film, and then you know, show you what I shot at, what I did differently, and hopefully you learn some stuff. So it's time to scan this film. You're going to need a couple things when you're scanning. Obviously, I have a big flatbed. I've had this for the last like 3 or 4 years. Amazing scanner. Computer, see everything. Here's some of the materials. This is to get your dust off. Super important that you don't have dust on your film, but it's pretty much inevitable. But scanners, most of the new ones will have some kind of dust detection on them, so we'll scan that out. The next thing, need some scissors. Always makes it easy. I'm going to be scanning 9 of these at the same time, so hopefully I can get this done in 2 scans. And last but not least, you need dust gloves. My girlfriend always makes fun of me for having these. They're just super important. Anytime I'm touching glass or touching my film, I need to make sure that I have these on. So as much as they look ridiculous, they help the whole process. So for right now, I have glass that's inside this scanner. I got this out of a picture frame, so I know a lot of photographers watching this is going to hate what I'm doing. I scan it right onto the flatbed. It just makes the whole process like so much easier for me. These do come with trays for medium format and 35mm scans, but I've tried it. I know it probably works better and scans things better, but time is very important to me, especially I shoot so much film that I need to make this a quick process. So rather than being here for, you know, an hour and a half scanning all this film, I'd rather just do it in 2 scans. Instagram's going to compress my images anyways. However, I will do a comparison eventually. I have to find the tray as well. But for right now, this is a process. So take each piece of film out. I'm going to take my piece of glass, put it on my computer. Now it's important to remember which way that you're putting down the film. I always read the word, make sure that I'm reading it properly. Where is it? It says CineStill. Right here. CineStill 800T. Finally got it. I usually wipe it off a little bit, take my duster, get that out of frame. Once I can read it, I then, need to take this off as well. You're gonna get dust, but the more dust I can get off of this, the better. And I still see dust. That annoys me. Get out of here. All right. CineStill, and drop this down right on the scanner. Same exact thing here. I haven't scanned film since I moved into this apartment. My partner and I moved in April, so it's currently August. So I have a feeling I'm going to run into some issues that I wasn't thinking about, but that's part of the journey. Get that film and dust off. One more. So I can pretty much see these images real quick, and I'm really excited to film, like scan them in. I might have to do a little bit of color correcting on them since it's CineStill 800T. I might scan it in as Portra 800, but we'll see. Okay, the last step. I have always used this duster as well, the air compression. Did forget where the straw went the other day, and this is pretty much out, but it does a really good job as well if you don't want to just rely on the duster. And this I just put right on. Fingers crossed this all works. There you go. Good pre-scan. So on the screen is basically going to show you what the negative looks like. I will have to probably go through and find each frame, but right now, pretty happy with it. Awesome. Rotate frames 6x7. Wow. So they're obviously going to look a little blurry at first. However, after scanning them, they should be able to be fixed. Makes it pretty easy to find all the frames. I'll just show you for an example. We'll just pick this picture. And I can zoom in on it. It will pre-scan it again. Probably can fix the border on this as well. So I like what I'm seeing, but let me just double check. I have it on Portra 400 right here, so that might be the reason that it's a little bright. Brighter than I want it to be. I like it a little bit more moody, so fingers crossed that this comes out properly. But Portra 800. Okay, change the color just a little bit. Let me just see. CineStill, do they have CineStill? No. No, that's not gonna work. Kodak, Portra 800. Copy settings to all frames. Didn't do too much. Could darken it there. I could just also do this in post-processing. Portrait 400. Portrait 800. Okay. We'll keep it with 800, and then I'll eventually make it darker. And I gotta stop shaking my legs. I always do that. Okay, where do I want this to go? have my hard drive in, so I'll put it into intro video night photography. Photos. And then 3200, I want it scanned pretty big, 8 images, 9 images. Just double checking everything. And then frame, copy all settings. Batch scan. So that's a process. Now I'll do some comparisons with the film and I'll show you what I got. I'm happy with what I see right now, so I can't really complain. Do I wish it was a little bit darker? Yeah, for sure, but next time. So I just finished scanning all my images. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I did have to scan them as Portra 800 into the scanner because it doesn't have a CineStill 800T. However, I'm going to show you now, the old slides are just like so dark, and to be honest with you, I thought I was shooting 800 the whole time. So you can see that all the f-stops are pretty much the same. They're either between 4 and 5 on the original shots. ISO is 400 and the shutter speed is 8 seconds. And yeah, they're just underdeveloped. They're too dark. I had to go into Photoshop or Capture One as I use and basically kind of enhance every single picture. There were some pictures that I just couldn't even enhance, so that's why there's only 7 here. However, let me show you the next set of pictures, which I'm really proud of. I really love how these turned out. This first one, I just love the view of the city. All the, like, from the Empire State Building to Chrysler, all that neon just really comes through when anything's lit up. So I'm just really happy with how this showed up. Every image after I went through, I realized that I shot at ISO 800, obviously because of the film, and then f-stop 4.5 and shutter speed 8 seconds. Yeah, I love the water in this. Just love all the buildings, all the spires. Here's the next image. This is now looking at downtown, I guess not downtown, but like a different part of like Alphabet City. That's the Williamsburg Bridge. I really love the contrails of like the cars going through with the long exposure. Even the water just looks so beautiful, and the way that it looks so still. The reflection of everything off the water. You can kind of see Statue of Liberty all the way back there, and then also the what is it called, Manhattan and Brooklyn Bridge. Next image, this is just showing downtown Brooklyn, Williamsburg Bridge again, 420 Kent. There's just some beautiful colors coming off the water there that I'm happy about. CineStill is always like just so enjoyable to shoot. I'll continue to shoot that as long as they make it and it's not overpriced. Here's the same view, but like landscape. A little bit more, you can see Domino Park, Domino Sugar Factory. Once again, just love how that neon came through with all the red lights. It's always fun to like find out what you shot afterwards. This is just looking at One World. I like this. I do wish I probably did like 6 seconds on it. A lot of times my light meter would say 6 seconds, but only you only have like 4 and 8 on the Mamiya for seconds. So I didn't have a shutter release, so I figured I would just do it on 8, and I think it's a little bit too bright. Couldn't really fix that either. Another view of Midtown. This time you see some boats in the water. Love it just as well. But you can also see in the back left that the sun's still setting. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize I captured that, or that the camera even could capture that. Another shot of the Williamsburg Bridge, just a little bit more of the bridge this time. There's a crane that you can see in the left-hand corner. I didn't even know that was on the bridge. It was so dark at night. So that was kind of cool to see. I love the water once again, the reflection of the bridge on the water. It's just beautiful. Same exact shot, just kind of turned a little bit more. One more, but you can see at the top there's something that happened with the film or the processing of it. You can also see that there's either a helicopter in the sky or some kind of plane, but I think it's a helicopter. And then the last one is just of my buddy Andrew. I figured I had one shot left. I would just take the shot, see if it came out. Told him to wait there for 8 seconds, and it turned out pretty well. So his camera's really in focus. Everything else is kind of blurry in the background, including him. But overall, I love these images. I'm glad that we got it right the second time. The first time, obviously, just like I was a little rusty. I hadn't shot outside in some time, so I'm just glad that I'm getting back into it. Once again, this YouTube channel is really helping me. It's making me want to create more things, get better at Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and just really put my work out there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be saying that a lot, which is cringeworthy, but I mean, at the end of the day, the goals are to just continue to advance my skills, put myself out there, work with these big brands, work with some of my favorite camera companies and film companies, and hopefully you enjoy. There'll be some more videos coming this week, so thank you. Thank you for watching to the end. I always appreciate it. I put in a lot of work, so hope you enjoyed these images, and if anyone wants any of these images for their phone or even prints, just let me know. Make a comment or send me a DM on my Instagram at StephenDLANE. I'm always happy to give out prints, just because it's nice to have your artwork or your work in someone else's house or apartment. So let me know. Other than that, enjoy. Have a good one.